Hello, and welcome to our first session of Dawn of Worlds. We have a full cast of characters today, and I'll fly through. I'm Abby. I am playing the Nature Domain deity. And we have Logan playing Order,
Hello.
Austin playing Travel,
Hello.
Sean doing Celestial Domain,
Hi.
Connor's playing the Destiny Domain, and Sarah's playing Time. So we're all very excited to jump in. Logan's going to give us a short rules overview, kind of explain what we're going to be doing here in the next couple hours, and then we'll jump in. So Logan, take it away.
Yeah, so let's see. Pretty simple game as far as rules go. Every turn, we're going to generate power all as a group. And then we start at the person with the most power, and we just go through and we just take a move, sort of spending our power on a whole host of different options that are outlined in the PDF that you can find online if you want to follow along and see what we're doing. But most of them are just sort of, this is what you can do with this power, and it's up to you to figure out what exactly you want to do. It's a very collaborative game, so there's going to be a lot of talking. This age, we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming, so there shouldn't be a lot of conflict, fingers crossed. But in the next age is races, and that is where it gets real fun, real fast. Let's see. We have this beautiful map, and we're going to utterly destroy it with freehand drawings and text. So by the end of the night, it'll be unrecognizable. And then we're going to pretty it up between sessions and start with a beautiful map next time that we can then ruin. And then we will do it one more time as we finish up our third age. Yeah. And I think that hit all the main points.
Cool. So how do we start?
So everybody will select their token and we will just generate our power. And you will have 0 bonus this turn because it's the first turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
So then we'll just sort of
what?
nope, we will great.
Is it working?
So yeah. So we start at the person with the most and we just go through. You can take I guess one quote unquote move at a time. And we'll start with Austin, and then you can hit your little macro and it'll subtract your points. And then we'll go on to the next person and we'll just keep in that order until we regenerate points. If at any point you don't want to make a move, that's fine. Just say, I'm going to pass. And if we all pass or if we're all out of points, then we will end that round, regenerate power, and proceed again. I don't think if you pass, you're like permanently out. You can be like, oh, I'm going to pass. And then in a couple turns, like, oh, no, I wanted to make another climate change. That's fine. Just don't get too carried away. But yeah, so we start with the traveler, Austin.
All right. So I'm going to change the climate. Okay. I'm going to make it really cold down here.
Perfect. And I guess so when you do that, just sort of copy and paste it so that the main icon stays down there and other people can grab one, if that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
There we go.
Why would
Perfect.
I ever want to share?
And so you can shape the climate. I put some general circles just to like, this is going to be a cold circle, but you can do literally anything with the climate. So if you just want to make it cold, that's fine. You can also get really specific and be like, I want it to be always snowing here. And that's where you can just add in some free text and specify what exactly you wanted to do there, just so everybody knows what exactly you wanted to do.
Okay. Yeah, I did want to make it like near the bottom of that continent, make it like permafrost, always snowing, and then pretty much that all the way up until the edge of my circle there at the mountain range, and I can add that text.
Yeah, okay. And that brought up a good point. So the circles are guides. You can do that area of effect with your power. You can definitely spend additional power and extend that circle by duplicating it upwards. But each time you spend power, you're limited to the confines of that circle. Perfect. And then we'll just keep going along. So I think Sean is next.
Yeah, I'm gonna shape land, and I'm going to add a volcano bloop bloop up by this little mountain chain, but all by himself. So he's gonna be a new little land structure, and I'm gonna name it volcano. Very
Yeah,
descriptive.
You don't
We'll
have to
get more
name
fun.
everything as you make it, but if you come up with it later, just
Well, I need
free
people to
text it
remember
in.
it's not just a mountain; it's a volcano.
Well, yeah, just take some red and just
Oh wait, you think I'm artistic or something?
no, Sean. I know you're not.
Rude. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, did you add that in?
I did, yeah.
There, better.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Okay, just make sure you spend your power, Sean.
I
and
did,
then-
didn't I?
Maybe.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it
Maybe I
says-
wasn't.
It says you spent 3 there.
You have
But
to
that's-
have your token
I
selected.
wasn't selected. That was my
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There we go.
Great, and we can just keep moving along. So if
Cool.
everyone can see the turn order, right? You can just know when you're on deck and have what you wanted to do planned.
Yeah, I am going to shape land. And I am going to add some mountains right by this lake. Right there.
Perfect. I think
Okay.
I'm up. I am going to. I will also shape land. And I think I'm going to also make mountains. And I will.
Copycat.
I think I'm going to put them here, sort of like divide that area. I don't know. It's going to be a little hard to. I want them going this way, but that looks dumb. I'll
Good
figure
enough,
it
I
out.
guess.
We get the idea.
But
Yep.
do a little arrow. You can draw the direction.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. And I want these to be not like super steep, more like Appalachia style.
Appalachia. So they're old mountains.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to put a little forest. Where is it gonna go? I think it's just gonna hang out on this island.
The forest icons aren't the best, so feel free to
not
just put,
great.
just feel
Wait,
free to
are
put,
those forests?
they're supposed to be.
I made it
Maybe.
bigger.
Maybe you should just draw trees.
Maybe you should just
I'll draw trees.
Okay.
They can just be little pine trees or little like cloud trees, you
Here,
know.
so that's
fine.
shape land.
Yeah.
Or you can do plant growth. I don't know. That might be like shape climate. Just be like, I want this to be conducive to forest growth. That'll save you a point.
I already spent it.
Guess it depends what you want, you know.
There you go.
Just give yourself an extra bonus next turn or whatever.
This island.
That island.
That
And
island
is it like
forest.
normal forest or is it like redwood? Like you know you're in a forest.
Well, you know you're in a forest, but it's not evergreen. It's deciduous? Is that
Deciduous?
Deciduous.
deciduous?
Deciduous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that word from Zootek-kun.
Good job. All right. Destiny, you're up.
Okay, it's a huge turn for mountains. I am also doing
Wow.
shape land and making some mountains. I'm going to do mine in the central ocean here, which is right underneath that wonderful spot that Abby put that little text box with all the
Oh.
fun little icons and races. So I don't know if anybody will be able to see this.
I'll move it.
Okay, that works. That works.
I'll shrink it
Not
down
mine,
until we
really
need it.
plans. That's where I wanted to put this.
Also, I don't know if anyone can tell, but like these areas that are a little terraced are mountain ranges that are
Pre-existing mountains for us
yeah.
to destroy.
correct. Okay, I think you're up, Austin.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a nice little desert oasis here in the middle of this desert. Kind of like a little lake
Oh my
hanging
God,
out
you've
there, right where that.
stolen the circle and you changed the size of it.
Put it back where it came from.
Can't undo. That's
You can control Z.
No, Austin can't do that.
I did
That's
it.
fine. Perfect. If we ever ruin it, I put everything on the GM layer and it's hidden, so we do have a fallback if you ruin everything. So
If you
It's
actually
likely. I've
ruin it.
never used Roll20 before. I don't know how it works. Okay, then I'll spend that power.
Are those mountains above water, Connor? Or
Yes, they are. So it's going to be kind of a horseshoe in the middle of the ocean there.
okay.
I love my ocean horseshoes.
Do you want to draw that so I can look at it and not see a bunch of toothpicks that have fallen on the ground?
I mean, if you have so little imagination as to be able to see a mountain here, I guess I can do that for you.
Is this what you want?
That's exactly what I wanted. Yep, that's it.
Okay. I'm out of ideas already because I'm boring. But I think I want to shape the land in sort of above this pre-existing mountain range, kind of like maybe in this area. And I want to make them steps. Because, you know, the world doesn't have enough steps in it. Copycat.
Get out
I
of my head.
went first because everybody just wishes they were making steps at any given moment. All right, and that's all I got.
Okay, well, who knows what I'm gonna do now?
Sorry I made life difficult for you, Sarah.
I did want to note that my mountains I made last turn were snow. They were like alpine mountains.
Okay.
So that's just a postscript. And I'm going to also make a forest over on this peninsula, which I will draw in like Abby. And did we say that was shape climate or shape land?
There's a plant growth shaped climate.
Okay.
Yeah, the bad forest icons are under shaped land, but I guess if you want to use the bad icons, you can spend an extra point, or you can draw them and spend a point.
I'll draw them.
So
I'll
that
draw
it's
them for
really just a
cheaper.
bad choice all around.
Okay.
Beautiful, Connor.
Thank you, Logan. I appreciate that.
If you don't put a race of centaurs on there, I'm gonna be very upset.
I think you're going to be pretty upset with me.
No.
Oh shoot, I wasn't selected when I did that. Okay, shape climate. We'll do that again. Ava.
And then I'm gonna pass. So Abby, if you want to go.
Yeah. So shape land, we can use the circle or we can use the icons, right?
I mean, you can do both. Like technically, it's the icon or it's the circle, and then you put the icons in it if you want. Or you could just draw the mountains yourself, sort of like what Connor did. The circle's just a limit on what extent you can affect, but you can do any one modification inside of it.
Okay, I'm gonna shape climate. If it'll paste in here. I'm gonna do everything except for the desert oasis is the most dry climate ever.
Nice. Are those
The
rivers
most
still gonna be
dry.
there, or are they gone?
No, they're gone.
Perfect.
They're gone.
Goodbye,
Nothing except for the oasis in the smack dab center.
I like to think like the nice moist air comes this way and then hits the permafrost, immediately falls out of the sky, and there's just nothing left by the time it gets over here.
That's what I'm doing.
Mountains slip the wrong way and all the runoff goes to the south. Like it's just, oh, sorry.
There were some friendly goat herders that lived there already, and they just got screwed over.
Okay, I'm going to spend my next two to shape climate in that little horseshoe I made and make it just Seattle, just year round. It's just foggy and like 47 degrees constantly.
Nice. I like that
So we
you
have
put
the
it on the.
Pacific Northwest in the middle of the ocean.
Exactly. That's exactly what this is.
I like that you made it 47 and you put your island on the 55 degrees.
Oh,
I mean,
they
that-
actually have temperatures? I didn't know that.
It's a rough guideline more than anything.
Yeah, that's just like global climate band. It's fine, whatever.
It's
Is
fine.
it just cold inside the horseshoe, or is the island itself also cold?
So there's no island. It's just the mountain range kind of that forms this horseshoe, and in the center it's just water. And I'm imagining this kind of like fog and dense air just kind of being trapped in that area.
So there is land. It's just like steep mountains.
Well, so it's a series of mountains coming out of the water, but in the center of it, just more water.
Oh, so it's just like different peaks. It's not just like one.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. It's like, how is it not an island if it comes out of the water? Whatever.
Fairly uninhabitable, sharp, rocky mountains.
Perfect.
All right, I'm going to shape the land. Still in the circle again. I'm going to make a mesa here in the middle of my permafrost.
Mm.
So it's going to be
Mesa.
pretty steep, probably rising like 100 or more feet off the ground. Just here in the middle. I'll spend my points for that. There we go.
Sean?
Yeah. So I'm going to shape climate, and I think I'm going to add some wind is the goal up in between there we go. Ooh, that's how we twist. Look at that twist.
Whoa.
All right. In between our little horseshoe and then our islands, and I want it to be like not not necessarily devastating, but like untravelable. Like people cannot go from west to east through this area.
But they can go east to west.
They
At
could
like
go east
double
to west.
speed.
Yeah, so I guess double speed. So the idea is, yeah, that the winds. You talked about how none of the moisture is hitting the desert, but the winds keep kind of going, and they're gonna keep heading kind of northwesternly a little. All right, and that's all I got.
Oh god, I selected your. I accidentally rotated your horseshoe island, Connor.
Uh-oh.
Please don't.
Don't touch the horseshoe.
It's like that way.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Strong winds.
Strong winds.
All right, Sarah, what you
Okay.
got?
I am going to be doing. I'm gonna shape land. with the, and I'm going to make a canyon, like going right into this. Right into this kind of desert area. So like what were rivers have now like dried up. and
Where is this?
become-
You mean on the?
Oh, okay, I can see it now.
You see it?
Perfect. Yeah.
So it's like the Grand Canyon, but with like no water.
Okay.
So it's just like ravines.
Also,
My demo clicked.
this might make it easier to see as we keep going. Like, if you on your turn want to place the plant growth circle or like a circle, whatever, and then in between turns, if you like draw trees, you could probably delete the circle because we can now see there are trees there. Just so that when we have a bunch of circles, it's a little easier to look at. And then I think I do want to. Oh,
Cronus, how
you.
do you have negative 4?
Wait, you went negative
Because I
points.
clicked twice.
Yeah, I think you
Oh.
should be at
Accidentally.
-1. So
Oh,
Yeah. But I had 1 point going
oh
forward.
yeah, you're fine. I think you can manually set your score to 0. There you go.
can't. Oh, there we go.
Okay, and then I do want to take my turn real
Okay.
quick. I'm going to shape land right up in between this area over here. Sort of make like a Straits of Gibraltar type situation. Like they're very close, but they don't touch.
Oh, I see.
And making it so like this is sort of a Mediterranean type area. And I will spend my points to shape that land if I have my token selected. Nope, I'm not, Sean. Bam.
Don't take away my.
All right.
I have the power.
I'll pass my turn, and then Destinius has 0. So then, Austin, is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm gonna pass my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass too.
Okay. Cool.
All right, round 1 done. One and
Perfect.
done.
So that went well. Does anyone have any questions now that we get the general idea of what's happening? Like anything on the scope of what a power can do versus anything, or we just want to hop right into round 2?
Round
Yeah,
2.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I say
Okay.
round 2.
Just
Don't be afraid to go crazy and
yeah.
fantastical.
A little bit of, I guess, just so that you have a little bit of context. So in the first age, each round is 500 years ish. And so I have that little turn tracker up there. And I'll just keep track of that as we keep going. Just so you get an idea of general sense of time. Age 2 is 100 years. So things will speed up as we keep going. Okay.
All right. So do we just generate power again?
Yep, you can just select your token and generate power. And if you ended with less than 4, which we all did, you'll type +1 for your bonus.
Does it just add to our? Does it know to add?
It doesn't know. Oh wait, yes, it'll add it to your tracker automatically if you have your token.
Perfect.
Okay.
It doesn't know to give you. Oh my god, a 1 and a
Oof,
1.
Mine wasn't great either. Whoa!
Oh my god, Austin again with the.
I'm gonna do
It's the-
all of this stuff.
Newbie's
Everybody
luck.
else got a 1 except for what the heck?
Apparently, when you press +1, it doesn't like it. I guess it's just
No,
1.
you just put 1 in.
Yep,
Yeah,
just
okay.
got 1.
Lesson learned.
Wow, yeah, 'cause
Oh, I
that was a
didn't
really
add my
good roll.
+1. I thought it would automatically do that.
No,
Ah,
we didn't make
decidedly
it that
less.
smart.
Decidedly
awesome.
less. Yeah, wow.
Oh, so happy with that.
It's okay. We're just shaping land, guys.
Wow, look at the point spread on this. 15
That-
now.
I keep having to go
Great.
first.
Austin could save up and get a race in there pretty quick.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pass my first turn. Well, I think of an idea.
Mm.
Okay. I then am going to shape land and I'm gonna change the mountains by my steps. I'm gonna make them like super mountainous. So we're talking Himalayas over here. Specifically, this one spot that already looks really tall, I want to make it like Mount Everesty. I'm gonna make a big mountain.
Oh, jeez.
But
It
then,
looks like the Lonely Mountain.
I was wondering if it was that exact asset.
oh, I don't know. Who knows? But then, I mean, in general, I think that just these mountains are very tall. Over here, on the south side of my steps. Ooh, I took the main. Okay, I'll fix my mountains. We can go to the next.
Okay. I think I want to do this over on your mountains.
Don't touch my mountain.
I just want your mountains. I want them to have like a legendary snowfall, but only like once every 100 years.
Ooh.
And
okay.
then from that snowfall, it just slowly melts over the next 100 years, and that's where all the water comes from, like on your climate. But that's the only like actual precipitation that happens. All the rest of it's just like natural climate, and then it happens all over again. So that is my turn. I will shape climate, and then that'll be it.
Okay. I am going to shape land. And I'm going to make a huge, like, Nile, Mississippi River going right through the steps to those mountains. And
Catching all of that sweet
yeah,
melting water.
yeah, and it's going to flow in this direction too. It's going to do the Nile thing.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'll make that pretty, but that's my move.
For what will probably be my only action for the round, I'm going to put a giant sinkhole in the middle of my horseshoe.
What are you doing over there,
I
Connor?
feel like this
I don't know.
horseshoe is gonna be
I
some
want
sort
you
of
to not look at that,
cataclysmic.
okay? I don't know if we have any good
Wait.
sinkhole assets, but it's probably, I'm thinking like a mile in diameter and just, I don't know, 2 miles deep at least, imperceptibly deep if you're somehow standing near the edge of it and not being sucked into it.
Oh my gosh. So it's a portal into another world.
It could be.
What do I want to do with my such little points? Do I want to shape land or shape climate? I will shape climate, and I'm gonna expand
Look at my
upon
snowy.
Sean's little wind over here.
Yeah.
I want it to just sort of the same idea, but it blows between these islands,
Mm-hmm.
making west to east travel difficult. So you'd have to go all the way around the island if you wanted to do that.
Cool.
And then I'll spend my points. All of them? Or no, just I'm sorry, I have one left.
Logan, that one might be really important next round. You never know.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a 9
Snake
and
eyes
just
again.
cataclysm your centaurs or something like that.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a big ol' plains up here on this island, this piece of land. Some solid art here.
those little grasses for us?
That's the idea.
Stalks of wheat.
But wheat.
Yeah, it's all just a big old grassland up here. Let me spend my points. There we go.
Okay, what should I do? Question. I think I want to make like a really fertile. Sarah brought up the Nile, so of course I want to make like a floodplain up in the northern sort of area. So I guess, but like do the shape the plant growth
Mhm.
to make it like a very rich farmland sort of annual flooding situation.
And every 100 years, oh boy, is that flood big.
Every 100 years, yeah, they have one major flood.
You got 99 years, but boy, do you need to build that boat.
All right, I don't know how I'm gonna art it up, but I'll figure it out.
All right, I'm passing my turn.
Okay. In just total illogic, I'm gonna make this kind of area a frosted tundra up in the northern, this northern peninsula. So I'm going to shape climate. And yeah, it'll just be kind of taiga tundra area up here.
I'll be passing on my turn. Save those sweet 3 points.
Huh. I can't do anything, so I'm forced to pass.
All right, I'm gonna continue making stuff.
Do you want to do a couple in a row?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna pass.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh
he
no,
can't-
the mountains have been stolen, it appears.
Did I steal the mountains? No. Oh, the mountain chain has been.
The chain
Oh.
one has been stolen.
You can just copy it from someone else,
Yeah.
but I'll move one
Yeah.
down there too.
I might have stolen it.
Wow. Yeah, God, Austin has enough to create an avatar. My cumulative points haven't been that much.
You can't make an avatar if you don't have a race, so
Can't you?
I don't think so.
I think Sean's
No.
right. I think you do need a race.
It doesn't
I
say.
feel like they have to be attached to.
Through this
No, 'cause
power, the god creates a major figure within the history of the world, maybe a high priest, dragon, warrior, or the like. If slain or wiped out, may be resurrected for 5 points.
I guess
Also,
not.
because your avatar can create a race.
No, they can't. Oh, yeah, they can do it once. You're right. Never mind. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they can.
So I've
Wow.
made these mountains here.
Create avatar is good.
And then they're not like, it's not like a mountain range, it's more like sparse mountains, just to make like really rough sea travel going on to get into this bay here.
Okay.
We really just don't
So
want people in the water, do we? That's what it sounds like.
No.
If you wanted boats, forget about it. It's not gonna work.
F ships.
And then I will
Wait.
pass. So that's
Did Sarah just make frosty tundra in the 70 something
Yeah,
degree
on the equator
range?
she did, yeah.
Don't worry about
I
it.
said it didn't make sense. I was like, I don't care.
All right, it's fine. It's fine.
Are you just gonna stand there and let that happen, Mother Nature?
Yeah. Cold is a part of nature too. Does anybody else have anything for this turn?
I'm not gonna do anything.
No, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay.
So everyone's gonna pass then, or save their points.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can do the next round. So Austin and Abby, your bonus will be +0. The rest of us will have +2 at this point.
All right, time to generate that.
+2.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can I just not have power?
Just get a Tomas reroll, Logan. That's all you need.
God.
It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, we're not really doing anything big.
Yeah, because I'm forced to not.
That's true. That's true. But okay, it's still the traveler. Austin's just
Oh
saved
my
up so many
gosh, I have
points.
to keep
He's always
going
first.
again. Oh my god.
Do you want to?
Austin,
You can
you're already
pass.
points.
I'm gonna pass again. Just
Oh my god.
think of what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna shape land around.
It's not
my
your turn,
Isn't
Sean.
that-
Dawn, yeah, buddy.
Whoa.
Turn order. Turn order.
Their turn order.
Whatever he wanted to do,
Hey, we're
far
tied
less
for it.
important than me creating an avatar, which is what's happening now.
Oh my god.
I'm going to create an avatar of destiny that lives in the center of this little well that I created. It's basically a sentient manifestation of like the will of destiny and the kind of his desires. It's a 1-ish foot diameter floating orb of light. It just kind of hangs out in this sinkhole and exists.
Wait, is it underwater in the sinkhole?
No, so I'm imagining the sinkhole is just this giant void filled with air, and then just massive 2-mile tall waterfalls that crash down to the bottom of it. And then I don't know where that water goes. It's magic. It disappears.
Perfect.
I remember you saying a mile? Was it a mile across or a mile down?
Like a mile across and like 2 miles deep.
Oh, okay.
So deep.
Someone pisses your god off, you're just gonna mess. I'm gonna summon all that water.
Now it's your turn, Sean.
Finally. I just wanted to make more volcanoes.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna like add on to my little volcano range, and I'm gonna add I'm gonna shape land to add sort of an archipelago, I guess. That would, gosh, I wish I remembered geography. I guess like a Hawaii-esque sort of thing, but not that nice. Like more rugged, more volcano-y around my one large volcano. I'm trying to find a good color to draw it in. But let me spend my point, and then someone else can go while I do my cosmetics.
All right, it's my turn. I too am creating an avatar. My avatar. Where do they live? They live in this forest. Down here. Where Sarah made it. And they're like the great mother tree. I'll draw them. But I'll spend the points too.
You said it down in Sarah's forest?
Yeah, down in Sarah's forest. That's okay, right? I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can do anything.
For instance, you could create an avatar right next to Connor's avatar.
My giant tree grows across. That's where all the water goes. It just sucks it up real fast.
Right, it's
It's
just like a
the tree of
wormhole that loops up
destiny.
over there.
I don't think it didn't spend the power right though. But I'll fix it and I'll draw it. And then it's Sarah's
Okay.
turn again.
Cool. Oh, do I want to make an avatar?
Well, it seems to be
Getting
the
in on the
hot new
avatar
thing kids
game,
are doing
yeah.
these days.
I mean, I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna create an avatar.
Also,
We have to put in a name.
the the price for the avatar is definitely it is not 4, it's 10 on the
Oh,
So
it's
the-
only
no on the button it's right, but over here it says she spent 4. She spends 10.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay. I'm calling it the Time Dragon, but it'll have a cooler name sometime.
Time Dragon's
That
already
Time
pretty
Dragon.
badass.
Pretty
I don't
cool,
know if
yeah.
you can get better than that.
And the Time Dragon's gonna live. I'll find some way to make a dragon happen. But it's
There's an
gonna live.
icon.
There's a dragon icon.
Yeah, I'll find it for you. You
Of
can keep
course.
describing it.
Okay, I wanted to live by that in this mountain range, the Alpine mountain range by the lake. He's got like a cool little cavern system by that lake he can live in. And okay, I think I only have one left if it's 10.
Okay, is that my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Law.
Oh,
Would
what
you
am
like
I
to create
gonna
an
do?
avatar? Oh,
I
wait.
can't. Thank you, Sean. I will. I think I'm going to shape land. And I'm going to take Sarah's tundra and I'm going to like cut it in half with like a mountain range.
Mm.
And so like the tundra is sort of like shunted to one side. If that makes sense.
Cool.
So it's like its own little coldness over there. And I'll spend my measly 3 points. Oh my god, you have 18 points.
Just have a few. I've rolled 11, 11, 9.
Oh my god.
It's whose turn? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Mhm.
Traveler.
Okay. I'm going to get in on this avatar game.
Jesus.
My avatar is going to be it's essentially just like a traveling cloak that just moves around and it just wanders the land like all
Too
over
bad no one's
this entire
invented
world.
cloaks yet.
Yeah, it'll be great for the first person who finds him. I was so cold before until I found this cloak.
Austin, I hope you realize this means you have to make an avatar that is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, right? Like that, That's a
Get
yes.
that
required.
going on. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff gonna get going on here. Okay, where's the
Oh my
make
gosh, there's a Pegasus icon.
I will bank my 3 points that I have left. At least for now.
Hmm. Oh, right.
Austin, there's a perfect icon for your traveling cloak down there.
Oh, is there? I'm looking for it. Oh, yes, there we go.
I feel like I have to make an avatar now. But I don't want to. So I won't. But I don't know what else to do. Whoa. That's a big cloak.
The avatar.
Blankets the land.
You know, I'll save. Did you want to do anything else, Austin? I know you're the one with the next most. Though, Law. Logan.
I'm
you
gonna
could-
spend.
You're going to spend?
I have to get to my +3 because Lord knows that's gonna be half the points I generate next turn.
I think I'm going to save my 8 points.
I'm gonna save my 1 point.
Your
I'm
one-
saving my 2 points.
Though, what is it? Command
Um,
avatars 2 in the first stage.
It is.
Hmm.
Has everybody decided what they're doing, or is it my go?
Do I go before you? I will. I'm gonna shape climate and I'm going to make Abby's tree island here like very hot. Like rainforest on steroids. And you said it's deciduous, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then I'll pass for the rest.
I will use 2 points to command avatar, and I will make my avatar, who I named Clotho. I'm not super happy with that, but that's the name we got for now. I will use Clotho to create a race. So we're going to create a race of spirits, essentially, that pair with other creatures when they're born, so animals and humans and whatever other races that we'll end up creating. And they are like kind of bonded pairs. And when you're born, another one of these spirits is also born that determines your fate in the world. And when you die, what major events are going to happen in your life and that sort of thing.
Interesting.
Also, nice Greek mythology reference.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
I was like, Clotho, that sounds so familiar. What
So
is that?
familiar.
Okay. Did anyone else want to spend points?
Oh, I guess so on the creating races, there's a little sprout icon. Just copy and paste that where your race sprouts up. Just so we can keep track of that and then label it as well. Oh, and when you create a race, you can decide, you can either start it aligned -1, so that makes it pretty corrupt, or you can do neutral or +1 when you create it.
The fated are going to start neutral.
Neutral. Okay. So I think that's the end of that round.
Sounds like it.
Cool. It looks so cool already.
Yeah, just wait till it gets crazy. Okay, so round 4 already. Jeez, we're going. I don't know what happened last time we played this, Sean and Connor, but I feel
It's
like we're
because we
going-
didn't already have pre-existing terrain.
We didn't have any pre-existing terrain, and like the squares were a tenth of
Our
the
squares
size.
were really small. Yeah.
I spent like 6 turns just making a gigantic plane. Like this is going much faster.
I do remember that. Okay, well, guess we can generate power.
Are we +3 now?
If you are under 4, then and you have been, then you +3.
Oh man, I only got.
Oh boy, it's not even that much.
Law finally got some points. Hey.
Logan, you were worried about half of your points being your modifier. I got
Uh-huh.
7. 3 of them were a mod. So
Nice.
I guess your luck just got pushed off onto me.
Yeah. Yep. You know, can't say I'm upset because I'm still way less than. No, I'm tied with Austin, who saved most of his points last time. So. Okay, let's see.
I
who
mean,
goes-
Austin and Sean still have to roll, right?
No, I already rolled.
No, I rolled.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah,
didn't
so
show up.
Sean will start off.
Yeah, I get to start.
Make it have time.
No, I really don't want to make one yet. I'm holding out. I want to do something more cray than that. But I don't have any good ideas. Okay, so let's see. You know what? Every good fantasy world needs an unending typhoon/whirlpool. So I feel like that's just a requirement. I mean, come on, really? You know, there's always some unending natural disaster.
And it's always called something
somewhere.
like the Eye.
Right, exactly.
It is.
So I
Sounding
feel
like what Connor made.
yeah, like
Hey,
close.
now.
Like that would be the perfect spot for it, except
Um,
Connor's already built a mountain range and a giant hole.
Yeah, just
So-
plop the hurricane right on it.
Do a catastrophe.
I don't want to. I won't catastrophe it. I want to save that, but I will. I guess we'll call it maybe shape climate, shape precipitation, and let's see. Where do I'll take input. Anyone have a good idea where they want a giant whirlpool typhoon to be? Sean's tired and unfortunately not as inspired as maybe he could be.
Make it somewhere that makes boat travel even more annoying.
Oh
to
yeah,
I-
let's
Like
just
by the straits, so like literally no one can get into that.
No!
The straits right above. I think that would be really, really sad. I was
Do it,
tempted
like,
to
over
put it down here. Over there, yeah, above the archipelago. It's not a
Yeah.
bad one.
Because then they'd have to go down this little area. They couldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah, well, they have to either go by the volcanoes or by our little jungle.
And Lord knows if they try and get into here, they have to get past sparse, sheer rocks.
Right. We pretty much. The name of this game is "We Hate Boats."
And if they make it that far, they're greeted by a giant Sisterhood of the Wandering Cloak.
Do we think does our world like wrap around? Like if you head all the way west, do you pop out on the other side?
Oh, good question.
No one's ever gone that far. I don't know.
No one's ever tried. Okay, well
I mean, the
then...
Fated haven't even got out of their little hidey hole.
Let's pop it over off the coast of here. I like it. Okay, so on the far eastern coast, I'll shape precipitation. There's a giant sort of typhoon, constant hurricane whirlpool thing, but it also provides all this moisture. I guess maybe that kind of comes in on the eastern side of our most eastern little continent. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then that's what I'll do.
Am I up?
Yes, law is up.
Okay. I want to, I think, create an avatar, or do I want to? What? What, Sean?
Come on, you're the only other person who's holding out.
Yeah, not by my choice though. It's my point generator.
Well, the points are there. Now you should spend them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to create an avatar. Does anyone have any good ideas? I feel like I want to use it to make the elves
Mm.
eventually. And I'm thinking maybe somewhere on this island. But I don't know. There's a big time dragon there.
There's like a big hungry time dragon.
There's a big hungry time dragon.
Are
can
you
make it-
envisioning the elves as being an orderly society?
I think I'm gonna make them that way, and then who knows? They're gonna disappoint their father.
Of course.
Ye- Who knows? I'm gonna pass just so I can think about this, and we can keep moving. It gets back. Have an idea.
Is it me or is it
I think it's me.
It's
now.
Austin, yeah.
Austin? Okay.
Oh, where did you get that? Where'd that come from? Who had a whirlpool
Yeah,
2
just a
seconds
second.
ago?
I didn't have a transparent background.
Okay,
Okay.
so what I want to do is make a magical set of doors. What do you think the action that is?
Of event?
Like
Yeah,
I
think it's
thought that was
maybe.
event.
Like
Yeah.
what's the? I guess this is where it gets sort of freelance. Like, what do you want the outcome of the doors to be? Like, they're just gonna be these doors that exist, or do you want it to like something to happen immediately afterwards?
No, I want them to just exist. And at this point, if anybody tries to open them, they don't open. But they're just like freestanding, massive doors.
is it like a pair of doors or is it like
Yeah, like a
one?
doorway with 2 doors in it that are like 50 feet tall by like
Hmm.
50 feet wide.
And if you're just
I-
making doors, it should
Okay.
be like shaped land or something, right?
Are doors part of the land, though?
I
Maybe
think
if they're
these are, like-
natural doors.
They don't seem natural.
Yeah.
So
I'd
they
say
don't
that's
do
probably an
anything
event.
yet?
No, I think event is just like a nice catch-all for something.
I feel like event is like an act of God.
Yeah.
Like
I would call this an act of a god for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
there's a god doing it, and I don't know. I haven't encountered many doors in my time.
That
That's
were
not
just
true. I've
there
seen you
on
walk
this
around.
tiny island all by themselves. Okay, I'll spend my points for that. We'll call that an event.
Okay.
What am I supposed to type in? Event 2?
Oh, so the context is like you're spending your points to, and then you finish the sentence. Like to make doors.
Make door. Alexa, make doors. Traveler, make doors. Make a set of jumbo doors.
Jumbo doors.
They're jumbo size.
The jumbo doors.
Cool. All right. I'm going to shape climate. And I'm going to make this area by the typhoon swamp.
Schwamp. Someone got rid of my
Swamping.
typhoon.
And I'll find a creative way to draw that.
Swamp. I love
The
it.
great schwamps.
The great swamps.
All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to command my avatar. All right. So I'm creating the Ents over in this forest, but they're like halfling Ents. They're just like little shrubberies that walk around.
They're little
They're,
baby ants.
they're vegapygmies.
Not that small, like bush size Ents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Age group.
Vegabushes.
vegabushes. So that's my turn.
Mints. Mini ants.
I love that, Sarah. I love it so much. I was going to create an order within the beasts of the world, but now there's ints running about. Maybe I want to make an order of the ints. I don't know. I think I'm probably going to stick with beasts. So I'm going to create an order of the fated who exist within the beasts and kind of serve as the destiny of them. And kind of the idea behind this is later I can use this mechanically to, if I want to influence the actions of beasts, I can use that order to influence that.
Okay. So 8 points for power to influence the beasts.
Oh my god, it's almost my turn and I have made no progress. Sean, do you want to pool our points just to make a race?
Maybe. What are you thinking? What do you want to
I
make?
don't know. Elves or dwarves?
Ugh. Well,
Okay, well,
that's not a hard choice for me, but elves are much cooler.
It's pretty expensive though. It's cheaper. We save 1 point if I just make an avatar and then command them.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the jump from create race in the first stage to the second stage is so big that I just don't see the point.
That's true. Yeah, never mind.
So no, that's my final answer. All right, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. I am going to shape land by where the wandering one, our lovely cloak, is, but not by any means to be specific to the cloak. Is it okay if I move him a little bit? He's like right where I want to be.
Yeah, you can move him. That's fine.
Oh,
He'll
I'm
just
drawing on
wander
him
back
instead.
over there.
My bad. I'm just gonna pop him up a little bit because I really like this.
That's
spot.
like his anchor point. So wherever he's moved, he just slowly walks back to that.
It's like
I
rubber
don't
band
know
into it.
if Logan is the token master, so I have no idea if we have a token for this or not. But I want to make like a giant sort of cave system, like one giant sort of cave structure, but then of course it's got multiple like smaller chambers and entrances and all sorts of things kind of hiding all throughout this mountain range.
There's a mine entrance.
There's a mine entrance. I guess I can use that for
It's
some of it.
in the second column of structures down at the bottom.
Second column of structures down by the bottom. That little stone looking thing.
I think it's a mine.
You know, it's whatever we want it to be, I guess, in the end. But yeah, so I want to create like a giant cave, and I'm talking very big, like a couple miles wide and probably at least 2 miles high for the main chamber, filled with glittering crystals of all kinds. I don't know. Good enough. Okay.
He's the time dragon is now a hydra over there.
Ooh.
He's just moving so quick that it looks like he has 3 heads.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a quantum time dragon.
It's past, present, and future. Are the
Oh,
names of each head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to me. I'm just gonna do a bunch of shape land because we're in the land age and everyone's making avatars.
I know. How dare they?
Let's see. I think I want to. What do I want to do? I want to do something over here next to Sean's steps.
Yeah. As long as you don't destroy them, please.
Yeah, no, I won't. I think I want to make it so that there is. I don't know. I want to like make it so there's only one path through them.
Through the steps or through the.
Through your big mountains.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So like one. That's fine.
I think I'm just gonna extend the mountain range down up north of the forest, but implicit in that is that between your mountain range and mine is the only safe path to get through.
Yeah. Well, we can draw that in probably.
Yeah, and so I will spend the points for shaped land.
I'm gonna put maybe like a little green. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, and I don't think these ones are they're not as snowy. They're just tall. And like the forest grows right up to them on the other side. And then they go all the way down to the coast. Perfect. Okay, I think Austin, you're up.
Yep, and I'm going to save my 4 points.
Nice.
Cool. I am also going to shape land, and I'm gonna give my time dragon some more mountains. He just needs to be
He needs
more
more mountains.
more mountains. So I'm gonna play around with that. But yeah, he's gonna have this lake, and the time dragon are gonna have some more boundary path mountains.
Okay, I similarly want more trees for my tree.
One can never have too many mountains or too many trees.
But I think first what I'm gonna do is do precipitation up in here. Well, yeah. Actually, I'll do this soil content because nobody's done that. It's just gonna be here. It's gonna be all of those minerals running off of these mountains from the centennial snowfall really enriches this tree hub forest.
Nice.
So that the awakened shrubs can thrive. So I'll draw that.
So many nitrates.
All the nitrates and phosphorus.
There's just like a big, huge dead zone along the entire shore where all the fish have died from this, but the shrubs doing great.
We can have like
That's all that's
jubilant-
We don't care
important.
about the fish. We care about the shrubs.
Hey, those fish are Connor's faded, okay?
See, Logan's got the right of it.
You know, I thought our entire motto was fuck ship travel, so it might as well be fuck fishermen too.
You're not
Really,
wrong.
just everything in the water, we don't care for it.
It's
Oh.
off limits. We don't want
this-
any pirate themed campaigns.
Your doors are down on this island, Austin?
Yeah, on that small island.
Okay. Is the island within the cold?
No, it's a normal island.
Okay. So Abby did that. Who's up? Celestia? Oh, you're up.
I'm up.
Unless, nope. That Connor has 0
I am
points.
up.
I do have 0 points. It's true.
Okay. You know, I feel like the time dragon needs some ambiance. So
Always.
I'm going to shape climate, and I'm gonna create unending aurora borealis all
Ooh.
around the time dragon,
I love it.
which I'm gonna do in
so
maybe
happy with that
purple
decision.
just to start. But so I'm just gonna do little wavy lines. So this one section of the continent, like maybe other places get it, but at night there are always auroras around the time dragon. And let me spend my points.
Because
quick.
he bends space time.
Yeah, exactly. I guess. Also, I am, of course, the celestial god. So, shape. We'll have to figure out a better way to do that at some point.
I'm up.
Okay. Yes, you are.
I am going to. Let's see. I think I want to shape climate over here on the side where nothing's really been done. I think I want to make it very just like you have the steppes on one side of the mountains, on the other side is just very like forested, like very European-esque, like forest and like rolling hills, in sharp contrast to the steppe.
Like the Shire with more trees.
Sorta, yeah. Maybe like halfway between England and New England, to like somewhat New England. Like I'm imagining the mountains are actually just like hills that break up the steppe and the normal land, I guess is what I'm going for.
Got it.
Okay, so let me spend climate. Perfect. And then Austin's back up.
Yep, and I'm still gonna save those 4 points.
I also want to save my 6 points.
All right, Abby.
I am going to. What did you do, Logan, on that side? You shaped climate?
Yeah, just to like, I don't know. I'm just sort of drawing this line to demarcate like where the steppes end and like
The forest continues.
pastoral land begins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like more fertile,
Yeah.
habitable land. Easily habitable.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this, so I'm going to, let me spend the points. Shape, climate. Where did it go?
There's a lot going on over that time dragon.
I love it.
My time dragon is.
He's like the
baller.
final boss.
I know. It's like the part in the game where you're like, wow, this is cool. This is where all that budget went.
The CGI is just peak.
Okay, so the wind splits around the continent. There.
And we all collectively said, fuck.
Oh my gosh.
You need that magical coat.
There we go.
Yeah. Going north, you're fine. Coming south, you gotta go through volcanoes. You better not be on a wooden boat.
There's really no good way to get around. I was really tempted to put an unending cloud of ash to volcanoes.
Oh my god.
There's still time. All right. So I think it's back to me. I'm also gonna shape land again. And this time on the northern part of our eastern continent, I'm gonna add a great reef to the ocean. I think I'm gonna do in pastel pretty pink. And I kind of want it to go along the coastline like here-ish. And I think I like the idea of it kind of turning into the rocks, like melding with the rocks. So it's almost like some of the rocks are covered in coral.
Is it hard to sail through the reef?
Of course.
Okay.
Sailing
I don't
through
know.
reefs
I
is
mean, what's the
always
difference
difficult.
between unending rocks and reef?
Well, I guess it depends. I would say it's not like impossible, but usually reefs are a shallower.
Okay.
You know, large ships would have difficulty, but it is also very rich and fertile with fish and wildlife.
So all of our fishermen will just stick to that side of the map. And the
It's the
swamp.
only place which is good for sea peoples.
Okay, I'm up. I think that I will. I think I'm going to shape climate, and I'm going to take our little wind pattern and make an opposite one going the other direction underneath this well. So it's like this super strong wind in the westerly direction above it and in the easterly direction below it, and like the area around the well is just like still.
Mm.
Ooh, ominous.
So if you're a certain distance above or below, you get strong winds, but right around it, it is.
Yeah, and like
You're
that's why it's so
becalmed.
foggy, because there's no wind. Okay. And then Austin, are you still passing?
Yep, I
Okay.
sure am.
I am going to shape climate. And I'm going to add an effect of like time slowing down around Abby's great mother tree. So when people enter the forest of the mints, then there's like this timelessness. Like it's like you entered a fairy realm and you don't know how much time has passed, and you can.
Is it a feeling of timelessness, or is it like an actual you go in and you come out and your grandpa
Yeah, it's
has
like
died?
a Rip Van Winkle. It is like Rip Van Winkle timelessness. It's like time passes slower in the forest and faster outside. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That might be more than a climate.
I kind of agree there.
Okay. Do you want me to roll twice or make it an event?
Well, it seems more like an event since we made Austin pay for his event, his doors.
Mm-hmm.
What? Did we
Okay,
make
well
him
then I
pay for
can't
an
do
event?
it if it's an event.
What was that?
Did we make him pay event price for the doors?
Yeah, I paid the 10 for an event for that.
Yeah, I think that'd be an event.
Okay. Well, I can't afford an event, so I will save that idea for later.
Yeah, good idea.
And do something else.
I'm
Guys.
holding. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna shape. I'll make some place climatey.
I'm holding my points.
Sean?
Yeah. So, let's see. Have one last thing to do. But I can't find a good spot for it. So, what's up this tundra up in the north in the random hot spot? What's going on there? Is it just like ice filled? Does it have Is it just barren
Yeah, I was
and
thinking it was
cold,
just
or is it like
barren.
snow?
It's just like accursed.
Okay,
Everything's
cursed
just
sort
like
of ice.
withered, cold, crusty, not necessarily snowy.
It's really
Mhm.
bothering the order god in me that there's this cold right in the middle of the tropics.
Well, you guys can change it. You can change it.
We can spend the points to change
You
it.
can spend the points to change it. I won't be mad.
I think I'm gonna create like I want to create like great waterfalls, basically. Which makes sense off of our massive centennial fall, but not on the step side, on the far side. Like I'm almost
Or,
thinking.
I mean,
Yeah,
it would also work like over near your caves, like off the mountains into the swamp, like a huge
yeah, that was
waterfall.
the other spot I was thinking. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we haven't done enough of that. There's too much going on around the mountains over on the other side. Okay, so let's shape land real quick. Do we have a waterfall icon? I don't even know.
I don't think so.
Where did you
unfortunately.
find all of these even?
Like freeicon.com.
Freeicon.com. Coming
Something
in
like that.
clutch.
They're for like video games or something.
Okay, well, I'll just freehand some waterfall, you know.
Under
Just
iconography, there's some things you could probably rotate like 90
That's-
degrees. It'd look
yeah.
okay.
I accidentally put a gray dot or a tan dot on. Or this
Okay.
one.
Where?
Looks like two waterfalls coming together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll use this. There we go.
Oh my god, there's a horseshoe for your island.
We should have done that.
Oh boy, should have done that one. For sure, that would have been primo.
Okay, so while Sean's doing that, I am going to. I don't know what to call it. It's sort of up. It's in the tundra that Sarah made, and instead of like being cold, I just want to like.
Undo tundra.
No, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't have enough points for it. Never mind. That can stay there for now. But your time's coming, buddy.
Logan versus the
tundra and the
tundra.
tropics. Epic showdown. I will instead. Are you gonna do something on your turn, Sarah?
No.
Damn it! I was gonna pass the ball to you so I could think. I'm gonna make.
No thoughts.
I'm gonna make some hills over.
Ooh, getting feisty with the hills.
Over on the south side of this desert, just so it's like that's where all of those rivers and water starts, sort of separating again the land from the desert.
The cold area of that, is that just the stuff that's circled in blue? of that continent?
The frozen
I
wasteland.
believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really gonna draw it because there's already sort of hills there, but that's gonna have made that actually do, if that made sense.
Hmm.
Okay. And Abby, I think, is next.
Yeah, I'm passing. So unless anybody else has anything.
Yeah, I'm done.
I need to.
I'm done as well.
I'm gonna spend a climate just so I can get under. gotta keep it up. I'm gonna extend the swamp just sort of like all the way to like that northern reef section, just sort of that entire
Up the coast.
yeah. And I can draw that in the meantime, but that'll have been a shape climate. And it didn't subtract. And then I'm done for this round.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. Well, everyone generate some more power.
Get some points.
So
Noise.
is this round 5 now?
Yes, I didn't update it last time. So this is round 5. So this is after this one, the minimum that we have to have done. So next time, it's a majority vote determines if we want to move on to the next age.
Okay.
Whoa.
Big rolls.
Oh wow.
I know, but I wasn't selected when I did it.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Hey. 10's a good number, but I'd feel so much better if there was a green box around it.
Even if it was like a 6 and a 1, it would feel
Yeah.
way better.
It's all about that green box.
Oh. Okay. Has everyone done generation? Sarah, did you?
I did, but it didn't select me.
Okay, perfect.
I added them for you.
Okay.
Aw.
Let's see. And then you start, Sarah.
Oh no.
Disaster.
Under pressure.
Ugh. Well, you know what? I have enough points now. I'm gonna use that event where
Oh,
I
nice.
A
make
time dilation.
the time dilation. I want the time dilation, guys. Around Abby's great mother tree. Because they run on tree time, not on, people time. And I will use event. Collecting myself. I always forget.
All right. So
Okay.
since she's doing the time dilation, Destinius.
I am going to. So this area up here, kind of by that frozen wasteland, is we're calling it shape climate if we're doing fertility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a shaped soil content or whatever. Just that can be like, I want this to be really ore rich. I want it to be very. Yeah, I think that falls under climate because it's not a land mass. You're just changing something about the land.
Right. I'm going to make it particularly bountiful for fruits. So wine grapes, apples, that sort of thing grow very, very well in.
I think there's a grape icon you can just under
Just
Greek
kind of
Roman.
scattered about here.
There we go.
Oh, I
The
like
power
time
of the grape
dilations one.
compels you.
There we go.
Perfect.
That counts.
Do we have an apple? We should throw an apple in there if possible. We probably don't.
Austin.
Okay, I am going to make an area of land that is constantly on fire.
Oh,
Oh,
Dramatic.
Looking for a good fire icon. Here, I'll just draw it manually and then put an icon later. It's gonna be over
Like, is
here.
it? Can you stand on it? Can you pass on it, or is it just like a blazing?
It's like it's not like one massive fire. It's just like a bunch of smaller fires, just always going.
Like through the cracks of the earth, kind of.
Yeah,
thing?
like natural gas escaping that's just permanently lit on fire.
Perfect.
It's gonna be over here.
Oh, to the north.
Ooh, it's like a natural lighthouse.
Watch out, this is on fire.
Once again, don't land
go
your
here.
ships over there, because on that coastline.
Just
We're
permanently
almost-
removing areas of the map from boating again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's climate. I'll go ahead and take my points for that. You can see on my icon exactly how many times I forgot I was on draw.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Hmm.
Lots of little dots.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So think this might fall under catastrophe, but I want
Ooh.
to take tundra, and have it like immediately like right itself, and so everything sort of melts at once, and it just turns into this massive bog where like I don't know. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, but there's that one place where there's just a big bog, right?
Yes.
I want
Yes.
that to be here.
Is it like an It's different than the swamp because it's like unnatural.
Because there's no trees or anything. It's just like
True. It's just
It's
like
Is
just
it a
like
marsh?
a bog, a marsh.
A
So it's like
bog?
it's just 20 feet of water and 21 feet of peat moss. And so if you take a wrong step, you just sink it, and then it's really
that sounds good.
sulfurous. I don't know what the qualities of a bog are, but like things don't decompose in the water.
Yes.
And so I think that's a catastrophe. So that's
Yeah. That or an
well,
event.
well,
which
then
are
it
the same
prompted me
price.
to introduce it, but you can we'll remember. Oh, and I
Make a
didn't have it
note.
selected. I didn't have it selected. There
Now
we go.
bogged.
down.
Bogged down. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I want to I guess I don't know. Do we think this is like just thinking, like the steps down to the floodplains? Do we consider that kind of intermediate area already to be plains? Because otherwise I was going to shape it to like Great Plains.
Like here?
Yeah, or more like
Here?
in that area.
I mean, probably just shape climate again because your steps were over here, and so your little circle sort of ends
Yeah. Okay.
here.
Well, sure. Then I will shape climate to make a sort of nice, great rolling plains as the steps transition to the floods. We really need a wheat icon.
Yeah.
Major oversight, Logan. Gosh, why didn't you get every agricultural icon possible?
Might be.
I feel like I'm being called out for my wheat drawings.
I mean, no,
This-
that was not my intent.
There's like a leafy drawing down here under Greek and Roman. It's not quite wheat, but
Oh, you mean the laurels?
I mean, I guess.
Whoa.
God.
Sorry, I didn't study classics. That's
Good thing I didn't either. I'll take
Oh,
your
no,
laurels and
not
I
that
will
one, not
use
that
them.
one.
Not that one?
No, there's like a fern, I think. second column or first column, second row.
I've got it
Oh,
up here.
all right. Yeah, sure. That'll work good enough.
Okay.
I'll make a couple. Giant. The great ferns compel you.
So
Yep. Okay, that's my turn. Yabby.
Okay, I have a question about these lumpy red things next to the volcano.
Those are islands.
Okay.
Nice.
Jeez,
I'm-
man, that's a real call out.
That's what I thought, but I thought I should ask.
They're lumpy because they can change shape if you so choose. I just started drawing circles.
So I want to know, how much would it cost? Would it be plant growth or would it be something more to make like a plant that does something specifically? Like I want to make a plant that's like renowned for healing, or like cures a disease that hasn't
Does it-
happened yet, I guess. But
Does it heal
I-
magically?
no,
Or is it like a natural property?
natural plant.
I'd say probably shape herb or shape
Shape herb.
Shape herb. Just like make a nice little flower arrangement. Spend your points on that.
Yeah,
Maybe-
I probably shape climate. I think
Yeah.
and it's like halfway between event and shape.
I
Climate.
know. I was like, maybe a double shaped climate or something.
Okay,
My
double
4
shaped
points.
climate's fine.
Because
One,
it is supposed
two.
to be a super special.
Mhm.
It's
One
super
of them makes
special
the
herb.
plants, and the other makes them
Makes them
healing
special.
plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think this herb,
Yeah. What does it look like?
it's like a berry bush. But I
Berry
think
bush?
it's found on the side of the volcano. Which is why I
The side of the
asked.
volcano?
Yeah.
Sure. They're all kind of supposed to be like volcanic islands. So
Yeah, so
That's
they
the
can
most-
be found.
big active one is the middle guy, but
Yeah. That's a starfish. Oh, wow.
it looks like a starmie.
It's a healing starmie.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Corporation is gonna have words with us.
Yeah. I
Hey,
feel like
fair
that
use.
just is a Starmie. I don't.
I don't see how it's different in any way. It's literally.
it was freeicon.com, right?
I get. Can you make something free if somebody else made it though?
Hey, it's been altered enough that it's
Has it though?
It's a derivative work.
I don't know.
So yeah, this
Oh, well.
healing plant, it's fire resistant. So it just grows on the side of the volcano and on some of these volcanic islands around it. Kind of like grows up between the obsidian stones and stuff.
What does it exactly heal?
It heals.
Hangovers.
That would be amazing. It heals.
Or can it just like be used in a bunch of different types of like salves that heal a bunch of different things?
Nobody's used it yet, so they don't know what it
Oh.
heals.
But they look at it and they go, "Damn, that could heal me."
Eventually, they're gonna
bring me
find
a
out.
shrubbery.
It's like there's faded legends of this healing plant, but nobody knows what it does.
Mm.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. I am going to do shape climate. And I'm going to make this area below the straits, kind of like that inner coast,
Mhm.
Mediterranean like in climate. So like lots of sun, little rainfall. I'll find a way. I'll just kind of draw an area on the map. Come on.
Whoa.
Ooh.
The map keeps moving like it's lagging. So when I
Oh.
draw, it also moves the map at the same time. Okay. So like right in here.
All right, so we've got New Mediterranean hiding below the straits across from the Great Grape Garden. And
Which, now that you've outlined it, does have sort of a European shape.
That's what I was going for. It's
very
kind of a Franco.
Like I can
Spanish thing.
definitely see Brittany and then like Spain down there. Spain
barely
had better
defended
days,
from the
but...
bog.
And you know what we call the bog? Eastern Europe.
Oh, Sorry
Not
to
that we have
confuse
anything against
Eastern
Eastern
Europe.
Europeans, Logan.
I didn't say we did. I just said it's a big bog.
All right.
Chernobyl, that's in Eastern.
Oh, now
Oh.
that's edgy.
All right.
I'm going to pass this go around. I'm cooking up something, but I don't have the idea fully formed yet. So
Okay, well, I'm going to make essentially like an area in the desert by the oasis that just has like pools of just oil, just pools of black ichor on the surface just around.
Oh, cool.
That seems like
So
a
like
climate.
tar pits or
Yeah, like tar pits essentially is what I'm trying to make.
Is it tar? Like it is flammable and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that climate or land or?
is it probably
Probably-
land?
I think it's
Land.
land.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll go ahead and pencil that in, but it is to the right of the oasis. There's just the tar pits.
I don't know if I have an icon for tar pit.
There's a lot going on in this little desert area. So
I
I'm
spent
very
a lot of points around this continent.
I know, yeah. I really want something to happen with that mesa taunting
Ooh.
me.
Just wait till phase 2
Phase
or
2.
se-
yeah.
a
I
sec-
had a,
the second age.
had a feeling someone had plans.
Okay, I'll dock my points for that, and then someone else can go.
Logan, I don't know if you can do anything.
I can't. I'm happy. I've ruined that time for this turn and I've had my piece.
Okay, you feel much better now?
Yep.
All right.
Next up is that fire over there.
I want to create like a like a like a land bridge, but one that is not always around. Can't think of the words for it.
Like a tidal bridge? Or is it like
Yes?
more sparse than...
More like once a year, like for
Okay.
one small portion of a year.
Oh, jeez, we have nuclear tar pits over
Nuclear tar.
there.
Nice. But I don't know where would be a great place. I'm thinking almost between
Maybe
Time
here?
Dragon Island, yeah, and Massive
Yeah.
Centennial Snowfall.
We should definitely only call that island Time Dragon Island.
That's its official name.
Nobody's
right
gonna
now.
want to inhabit it.
So that's one thought.
You can either have Time Dragon Island or Time Plant Place?
Time Plant Place. Aura Island. You could call it Aura Island. The only place that makes sense, but I don't like it. So I might.
You don't like it? Why not?
Or
No,
you
I
could
just
do
don't
it
think it adds
between
like anything.
that like inland sea, so people didn't have to go around.
Like here?
Yeah,
Or you mean like here?
yeah.
Or here. I mean, it won't add much, but...
Yeah, it won't add much.
It'll make
You know,
me
we
be able to add
may-
more sparse sheer rocks.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, sorry, I could what?
I was just saying, if you make a passable to that sea, it would just make me more inclined to make more sparse sheer rocks.
More, yeah,
Ooh,
more
why don't you
rocks.
put it over here? Really cut down that trip from one side of this peninsula to the other. Underneath fire.
Makes it easier to escape if you're on fire.
From one peninsula to the other? What do you
No,
you
like
mean like
through this peninsula.
No, there's already land there. I don't
Oh,
need
I'm
it.
sorry. I was thinking straight, not land bridge.
No, I don't want a straight. I want a land bridge.
I'm sorry.
uh
Just put it here. I really like that idea.
But I don't. My. Skip me. Does someone else have something? I'll come back to this. I'm thinking. I think it might be a multi-turn process.
I'm also thinking for my turn, so I'm gonna skip.
Oh, okay.
Guys, stop skipping. We're getting closer to me, and I'm still working on something.
Oh no.
Here, we can stop because I have a good idea for you. Make it so like part of this land bridge is like it's multi-step, and like whenever one of like the heavenly bodies lines up, that's when you can step on that area. So you can only ever go all the way across when all of them are lined up.
Dramatic. I like it.
I guess if we're kind of all working on this together at this point, I was thinking it'd be really cool for the island Time Dragon is on to be like more secluded from the rest of the world. So if it was raised up in the air, kind of like it had sheer cliff walls that were like 40 feet high, basically around the entirety of the island. So if there's some way for the celestial stairs, I guess, to line up to where you can cross those once a year, that's the only time you can get to the island.
I like that. Okay.
I'm totally
that
down.
I can buy into. Okay.
I
I'll
like
try.
if it's actually floating in the air. Like
I didn't know if we wanted to do floating in the air or just like raised up.
Floating, it's a pretty big
I like
land
raised
mass.
up. Floating would be
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It'd be a little much.
In our fantasy world,
The
okay.
law.
It opens up the opportunity for a cataclysm to bring it down, like I did to Sean's city in the last game.
Mine was on a much smaller scale though.
It wasn't Australia that you did that to.
Yeah. I like the cliffs.
Yeah, that's really good with me. I was thinking of having that lake potentially have magical properties, so inaccessible or harder to access. Time Dragon
Okay.
Island is cool with me.
Well, then I guess for my last turn that I passed on, I'll use my 10 points to do a catastrophe and have like a tectonic event where it just raises this whole island out of the sea by 30 feet.
Oh, so cool.
Did you said 30 feet?
Yeah, 30, 35. I don't know, something like that.
Sure.
It's like the cliffs of insanity.
Yeah, it's not insurmountable, but you're not just going to land a boat on the island.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then I will create a annual land bridge by shaping land. An annual land bridge that shows up between the main continent and the island that seemingly rises from the sea. Now I'm looking for bridge. Bridge? Maybe?
Whoever labeled the swamp, I love it.
Swamp.
They put Schwamap. They didn't even put Schwamp.
I know. I can't. It was so small that I couldn't read it, and then I just forgot.
You got the Swamap and the Dreed Canyon.
Again.
I know. I wasn't going to say anything because that didn't seem like a joke. That just seemed like a typo.
It was.
So as we've learned, Sarah can't read.
Sarah can't type.
Oh wow, that's such a good icon for your bridge, Sean.
Thanks.
Because it's a bridge with a heavenly body. Wow. So thematic.
I try. Not really.
Another great find from freeicons.com.
One day
sponsored
they'll
just now.
sponsor us.
I don't think that was the actual name of it, but if it is, they're getting free publicity tonight.
You're going to be bogged down in the lawsuit over the Starmie.
I guess I should say once in. All right. Do we want to make a note on the
On the whole island.
well, I was just gonna maybe put something to the side. Sheer cliffs raised 30 feet. Let's do 35. Feeling fun and fresh.
Whoa.
Fun and fresh.
Okay. Yes.
The land bridge should coincide with a celestial event, like a celestial event. That would be pretty cool.
I'm sure something like that will happen. I don't know. We can figure that out at a later date. Who's still got points? Traveler.
I do, and
Excellent.
I'm going to do something with these points.
Yeah,
Oh
do
boy, I'm worried.
something, please.
Well, it's not that crazy. I'm going to make a race, though. Well, I'm going to
Okay.
command my avatar to do it for the 2 points.
That seems like the
Okay.
mechanical optimal move.
You know me. Okay, then I'm going to put it in this small sea, but behind the sparse sheer rocks. And it's going to be like a race of aquatic dwarves.
Aquatic?
But they have the
What?
ability to like
Dwarf.
regulate their own buoyancy, so they just walk on the seafloor.
Oh my god, I
What?
Do
love
they
that
have
so
gills?
much.
So
They've got
Yeah,
like
they
this
can breathe
ballast.
underwater. And they just walk around on the seafloor.
I can't say I've ever heard of aquatic dwarfs before. I love it.
mer dwarves.
I'm just breaking ground here.
Breaking new ground, yeah. The world is our oyster.
Okay, well, when you
And that has resulted in aquatic dwarfs.
the dwarves are one of the traditional races, so they have a special little ability. So you get a free monument when you make them, and you can decide what it is.
Okay. I might need a second to think on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love that the archetypal dwarf will end up being sea dwarves in our chronology, and then we'll have to create a sub-race that is like cave dwarves.
Yeah. Offshoot, that
And
was
there.
I want to be on the land.
They're intermediary sea caves dwarves.
Sea cave
It's
dwarves.
Grotto
stepwise,
dwarf.
yeah.
Yeah, grotto dwarves. Oh, it's very good.
Tidal dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
they had a step where they were amphibians for a little bit.
Command avatar. Oh, it wants me to put my avatar name in again.
All right, Law, are you doing anything else?
No, I think I'm gonna bank those 2 points.
All right, that means it's back to me. Oh, let's see. What else do I want to do?
Oh, whoops.
I kind of do like. I'm gonna shape climate, and I'm gonna create a noxious sort of ash cloud coming off of the archipelago. But it kind of steers clear normally, under normal like circumstances, it steers clear of most habited land. and it just why can I not use this word? Just kind of, I think it floats. I guess this is also maybe technically a bit of a wind thing. It kind of floats northeast.
I like that every
Of
once in a
the
while
two.
it'll like shift direction and just like fertilize this forest island. And
Yeah, I
also
think
like kill
that's
all
what
the
it
birds
does.
on it.
Yeah, you know,
And then
they
the bird corpses further fertilize the trees.
They're carnivorous trees.
Just Venus
generally, yeah.
flytraps as far as the eye can see.
And you know, if the gods are not in your favor, it could block the seaway, the one pathway through between the volcanoes and the forest, the one southerly passage to the other continent.
I wonder how many races are going to be like, what if we made a boat? And then realize, nah.
That's a bad idea.
And then all of their species gets on the boat and immediately extinct.
No arcs here. That's a good way to die.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think
Let's
I did my
see.
points. So that's back to Abby. But are you
Yeah.
banking or?
I'm banking.
Is anybody not banking?
I'm gonna bank my 0.
Nice.
Take that to the bank.
Tank chat. Get some interest. Did you want to spend anything, Austin? You're the only one above the point bonus line.
Oh, I thought it was 5 or fewer.
No, it's
4 or fewer.
It's
The book says
few-
5 or fewer. We've been doing 4 though.
I thought it said fewer
Players-
than 4.
Players who end any turn with 5 or fewer points gain a cumulative +1 point.
Whoa. Where are you finding that?
Whoa. Wow.
The
It's
Okay.
in
second
there.
paragraph under power.
Oh, it is
Okay.
5. I just always look at the example, which is 4.
See, I saw the 4 and the word fewer, and I was like, okay, you have 3 or less.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
And
Which is
as
why I've
everyone
been
can now
getting
see,
to 3 or less every turn. But okay,
we don't know how to play this game.
we
Well, I
don't.
can spin down if we just want to make that the rule.
No, that's fine.
No,
I
it's
like
okay.
I like 5.
Wait, I'm gonna spend 2 points to get to 5.
All right.
Just shape climate somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make a flower field.
Oh, that would be nice.
Give us some flowers.
Like a giant wildflower area.
Yeah, I wanted to do something like up here since there's not really anything. So maybe in contrast to the Great Plains. If I can get my drawing utensil to work.
Stop moving my leaves.
Like
You're
around
encroaching on
this
the step.
lake. It's just like, but this is shape climate. So it's just very fertile land where beautiful flowers grow.
Ready to be destroyed by the machinations of industry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
And like the climate is perfect weather most of the time. But that's all I got.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Do we want to, since that was our 5th turn and it's the minimum, do we want to maybe take like a short 5-minute break and then keep going if we want to? How's
It
everyone feel?
is
10.
10. Do we want to do another round in this age, or do we want to move on to age 2? Is, I think, really the question.
That is true.
I was planning on saving my 5 points for the next age.
I was not going to vote to move on. So we have 1 and 1. Or 2 and 1. Are you moving on, Abby?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm moving on.
Okay.
Oh well, I think we're.
Well, no,
okay.
we're at half. It has to be a majority. So if anybody else wants to move on, we're done.
I think people want to start making races.
Okay, so that's over.
The council has voted.
You can still, of course, shape land and climate as you see fit. It is
That
gonna
is
just-
true.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
more
more expensive.
It's gonna cost me 4 points to rain on that fire.
Crazy.
Oh no!
I was gonna have an
Crazy.
I was gonna have an army of awakened shrubs march up there and extinguish it.
I'm gonna watch out for my catastrophe where the fire spreads
Oh
to
my
the Great
God.
Plains.
Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez. Good point.
So I think, are we gonna call it for the night and then we'll pick up with age 2
Yeah.
in 2 weeks because we're doing the end of Burning Wheel next week.
Yes.
Sounds like a
Cool.
plan.
Sounds
Map's gonna
good.
look much more professional, I imagine.
Uh-huh.
I think this is a
We
good
have to
place to
keep-
stop. We've got lots of changes to make to the map, so this will be
Yep.
like a reset point for next week.
Oh, the map's gonna look so cool though.
Get ready because Age of Races is where it gets crazy.
does.
Oh my god. Command avatar is only 1 point. You're just like commands everywhere. Races everywhere.
I'm excited.
Avatars are the way to go.
All
Okay.
right.
Cool.
So we'll call it for the night, and we will be back in 2 weeks probably. But we'll tweet out as per usual. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.